Hello friends, today we are going to talk about two things. The first one is the relative strength of pieces and the other thing is about the phases of the game. So let's start the video. So the relative strength of pieces. This simply tells you that which piece is more important, which piece you can try to trade. Like for example, you can trade a knight with bishop and you will still be in equal position, almost equal position in almost every cases. There are exceptions to it, but in general cases, you can trade a knight with the bishop. Okay. So how exactly it is possible and how do we define it? So over here, I have numbered the strength of the pieces with a number. Okay. So a pawn worth 1 point. Okay. The queen is worth 9 points. The rook is worth 5 points. Bishop is worth 3 points and knight is also worth 3 points. You can see that I have not given any number to king. The reason for this is the king doesn't have any value or it has the maximum value because once the king is mated, the game overs. You cannot capture the king. Your opponent cannot capture the king. You cannot capture the opponent's king. It is simply illegal. You simply made the king and that is the game is over. Okay. So what this number defines? So the numbers defines is that pawn is much less important than a bishop or knight and a rook and a queen. And likewise, queen is much more important than rook. Rook is much more important than knight and bishop. Knight and bishop, you can consider them of equal strength, at least in the beginner level. There are circumstances where we will prefer knight over bishop or bishop over knight. In general cases, we consider both of them equal. Okay, since you are beginner, you can keep this in mind that pawn is worth 1 point, queen is worth 9 points, rook is worth 5 points, bishop and knight worth 3 points. So that is the relative strength of the pieces. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the pieces of the game. The entire game of chess can be divided in three phases. Okay, please remember this. The entire game can be divided in three phases. The first one is called opening, where we develop our pieces. Our opponent also develop their pieces, and then the middle game starts, where all the sort of tactics and the positional understanding is employed in order to get a better position. Then, when we trade lots of material, then the end game starts, where we have fewer pieces on the board, and eventually the game ends either in draw or in a win or loss, obviously. So, what is opening? So, the opening phase is where we develop all the pieces. So, the purpose of the opening is move your pawns, develop your pieces, just like this. They, this, and for example, let's say the other part of the opening is obviously to castle the king to safety. Okay, so overall, if I let's say put this here and if I play this and I play this, now we can say that the opening is completed since we have touched almost all the pieces. Obviously this rook is not touched. Sorry, this rook is touched, this rook is touched. In opening we do not develop the king. Sorry, the queen usually. Okay, so the purpose of opening is we develop all our pieces in a particular way that it favors our middle game. So, so that it can give us a better middle game. Okay, whatever I have moved, it's just a jumbled move sequence. It doesn't make any sense as of now. I'm sorry about this. Okay, so this is opening, and now the middle game starts. Now, whether this middle game is favoring us or not, that we will have to understand by our chess acumen, that our understanding of chess. Okay, so in over here we can say that the middle game is started. Okay, so if we, let's say we capture the bishop is also captured. Okay, now we capture the bishop, and our knight is also captured. And let's say we attack this guy come here, we support it with this, and likewise they say the game continues. For example, let's say this guy takes this guy takes this guy takes this. Sorry, this guy moves to, let's say, square. Let's say I take this, I come over here. This let's say this guy comes here, so this guy I move, and then this guy takes this. So over here you can see that. there are a lot fewer pieces than it was actually in the initial part of the game. Now we can say that this is sort of an end game that is already started. So once this part of the game completes, the game is basically over. So the part of the game is opening, middle game, and then we have end game. Okay. So how exactly do you study each part of this game? So the first part, which is opening, is called opening preparation. Okay. There are over 3,000 opening which you can find in our website by going tools and connection, and then we have opening explorer somewhere here where it is opening explorer. So it has over 3,000 opening listed already. If you try, let's say if you want to know about this, this opening is called King Sentinel tab. Let's see what it is. So it starts with knight to f3. So if you click over here, it goes to knight to f3. Then your opponent may try to play either d5 or knight to f6. So let's go for d5, and then you play g3, g6, bishop to g2, bishop to g7, and castle. Okay, so likewise, you can learn all sorts of opening which is available in our database. Okay, um, in order to understand it in a better way, I have given many collections. So you can see the best games by opening. So if you click here, you will find many opening tutorial basically. So for example, Anand crushing Sicilian. Sicilian is an opening which is played by black. So in this collection of game, I'm showing that how Vishwanathan Anand is playing against any Sicilian opening, and he is winning. Okay, there are many games over here which is listed already. You can find it using explore it using the move explorer, and also you can check them individually by simply clicking on the game. Okay, so I hope you find this tool interesting. In next phase, in next part of the video, I'm going to tell you about a particular opening that as a beginner you can employ in your game. I hope you like it. Till then, please like the video, subscribe the channel, and share with your friends who also likes to learn chess. Thank you.